Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Funzo and if you're new here, welcome. On today's video, we're going to be making something that has been a favorite of mine since I was a child. My mom used to make this for us and this our queen's cake like you've seen in the title. So before we start anything, all the ingredient lists and their measurements are going to be in the description box. So starting off the recipe, we're going to start out with our margarine. This is a high in fat margarine and some sugar before I go on, and then we're gonna cream this. So if you're going to use margarine, I need you to use high in fat margarine, 70% of fat and above. Most of the baking margarine that you'll find in shops are high in fat, so just make sure you're taking those. So leave the 40%, 50%, they are too low in the fat. So if you want something that's closest to a butter, high in fat baking margarine will be the way to go. So right here we're just creaming everything. And by the way, before we start everything, before you started measuring and everything, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Now I would have put this right below as the recipe was starting, and I also put it in the description box, of course, so yeah, so I'm just creaming everything here and I'm making sure that everything is getting mixed in and we're putting in that air. So this whole entire thing is to add in some air into to make it light and fluffy, the butter. So I also changed bowls because the other one was too wide at the top and this one is narrow enough. So right here, I'm breaking the egg into a small little bowl so that I can see if there is any like impurities or like shells in it. And we're adding it one at a time. So as we're doing this, again, it's still adding even more air into our batter. So I add one egg at a time. I also use the little small bowl. So this is some advice I got from a YouTube channel that I usually watch, that I watch if I want like certain like baking recipes, which is Cupcake Gemma. So they're breaking into a smaller bowl and then pouring it into pouring it into your mix, instead of like if like one egg has gone bad or something, you didn't just pour all of them into you we've like into one of your into your batter, or made the other ones like you know, you get what I'm saying basically. Also, we've seen how much eggs are nowadays, ne? So don't waste your eggs. Just into a smaller bowl. If you don't have a smaller bowl, any bowl, just as long as you can see if it is rotten, there are any impurities inside of it, there are any eggshells in it. So right now I'm just scraping the sides to make sure that everything is incorporated. We're making sure that every single last of the mixture is incorporated into the creamed mixture. And this is adding in our vanilla. So this recipe is similar to a cupcake but a little bit more denser. It has its differences, but they are similar. But you also remember a cupcake is basically just a small cake, you know. So right here we're gonna be adding in our flour and milk. So we're gonna be alternating. So right here what I'm doing is like I'm taking like 1/3 of the mixture and then I mix everything in, but not too much, just enough that everything is mixed in. Then afterwards I use the milk to get like a nice consistency so that I can like continue like mixing in the flour. So the milk is for to make sure like the batter has that nice consistency that we're looking for. And so don't pour too much. So the measurements again are going to be in the description box, but as you're pouring in, please be making sure like the flour, and if the flour is finished, if the flour is finished and you have some milk left, just pour enough that your batter is gonna be like, it's not runny. When you pick it up, you can pick it up, but when you're pouring it down, it has a nice consistency. You'll see at the end of this the consistency. I do check it before the end, and then I add a little bit more because it wasn't enough, it was not what I wanted. So then I add more milk, so the milk is also gonna help you with that. So this is a nice basic recipe, easy to follow. I make sure I put all the steps in this so that you know we don't get lost. I have seen some recipes where like that I've also done, by the way. Like if you saw like my recipes in the beginning, I used to like fast forward through everything, not show enough, and then like I can only imagine if I'm looking at a recipe like online trying to try something new, and then like the person like cuts out even important parts, or like how something is supposed to look like as I'm doing it. It's always frustrating. So for me, I wanted to make sure that I put in like everything that you see, most especially in this part of mixing, to make sure like what the better actually looks like as you're going through the process. Hence why I didn't delete some of these things. It's fast forwarded, but I didn't delete it, if that makes sense, which I think it does. Hopefully, I'm not rambling in this video. If I am, I'm sorry. You can mute me and then just look at what's happening on the screen. But also, guys, if there is any recipe, of course, that you want me to do, that you would love to request, oh, sorry, that you would love to see me try or do for you guys, please do leave it in the comment section. And of course, I will definitely try it out, and not try it out, I'll definitely film it for you and upload it. Yeah, also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, of course, like the channel, or actually the exact video, and watch the other videos, of course, that are on my channel as well, and share it with your friends, family, and everybody else. And also leave a comment, it does help the channel out. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and I thank you guys so much for like subscribing to my channel and the support. Listen, I see the tray. The tray is old. It is not dirty, ne? It is old. And it has seen better days. And it's not one of those expensive ones. It's the one that I got from Pep. I do definitely need to get a newer one. So I'm sorry for how it looks. I am really sorry. But yeah, this is what I had. Forgot to buy a new one. I will definitely get a new one. But this one still works very well. It's been loved a lot, and that's how it looks at the end. So you don't need to use like the little cupcake papers, so you don't need to waste your money that way. And that's it, guys. Those are the queen's cake. I've always loved them. I hope you love them too, guys. And this is the end of the video, and until next time, bye.